It's very, very important that you don't do it as sort of a random person that you're thinking about. You have to really care about that person's editing.
How do I get a mentor?
Okay, and I think we've talked about it enough to really go into this. You actually want to find all three of those types of mentors that you are mentoring, you're talking about. You can find some editors or some assistant editors that you really look up to that work on shows or movies that you really like. You can find out if you're clever, you can find out how to contact those people, either through the union or through ACE. Anybody that's an ACE member, you can't get their email, but if you email the AC office, they will get passed to them. So you could say, I really just, really want to meet, Debbie Bergman or something like that, because I really love all of the movies that she's worked on. You try to reach out to some of those people. A lot of them will actually contact you back because we're like dorks. We're like, we are, it's not like emailing Brad Pitt and everybody's emailing him. Like the number of people that are actually email some editor is really, really small. The question is whether or not you pick a person that is up for meeting with people. It's very, very important that you don't do it as sort of a random person that you're thinking about. You have to really care about that person's editing. So if you're gonna email them or email the AC office, you're really trying to talk to one or two people, really, that you really care about. You really like Better Call Saul or something like that. So you're going to find, email Skip or somebody. I don't know if he meets with people, but I will tell you that you'll probably hit 50-50 at least, which is it's not like you're sending out, a form letter. You are trying to, and make sure when you write that email that you say why you want to meet with that person. It's not just, I admire you. Like it has to be very personal. It has to be like, what show did they work on that you care about? Why do you care about that? Okay. Then you also want to try to find these long-term people. Once again, the long-term people aren't necessarily, the people that are, Dodie Dorns of the world that you look up to because they cut all this amazing stuff in the past. Try to find somebody at your level or just one level above you is what you want to do. So that's where it's like, if you're a new assistant editor, find somebody that's been assistant editor and find somebody that's, worked on stuff that you've worked with, and you turn these casual relationships that you have. You're on a TV show and there's three assistant editors. Try to turn some of those into long-term love affairs that you're like become your best friends for over years. That you can be like, hey, I'm just checking in. I know we haven't worked with each other lately, but I want to check in and what do you think about me going onto this show? And then, once again, you just really hope that you match up with an editor or an assistant editor that takes you under their wing. And that just has to do with you making sure that you put that out there when you are on a TV show. And you will know pretty quickly whether or not it's somebody that you can just eke a little bit more out of, that you don't go home at the end of the night and are like, when the TV show's done, I'm never going to talk to Janet again, So, I have those people. I have those people like Phil Neal that is my mentor, that was the co-producer on Sequest back in 1994. And I'm still friends with him. And I still talk to him every once in a while, It's very, very important to keep those really precious mentorship relationships going, even if you haven't seen them in years. Like, it takes a little bit of effort to go to lunch with somebody once a year but it's a really important thing to do.